It's time now for 3 questions for Grandma.
Yes, yes, no.
That's funny, Karm. You're about to hear the questions. First one, from Vita. This might offend some people, but I can't edit my children. Why do we, meaning Jewish people, have more holidays than Christian people? Do we?
Well, one of the simplest answers.
Do we, though? I don't know if we do.
We have longer and more painful holidays because we have been around for longer.
Passovers.
No, Christianity is 2,000 years old and Judaism is over 5,000 years old. So we accumulated more holidays. Like every time they tried to kill us, like Purim is about when they tried to kill us. Hanukkah, they tried to kill us. And New Year is like the harvest, the harvest of the New Year. The Day of Atonement. Should I go over every holiday?
I got you surviving the Survivor shirt and hat. You don't wear it. On to question number 2. Zizi had like 5 questions this week, and she kept telling me every day. And then this morning, she couldn't remember any of them, and I couldn't. But she should be able to remember them. So she had a new question, and this one's actually very deep and kind of interesting. How do you know which words to choose when you're making up a new word? How do you explain that? So she was basically saying like escalator. Like, how do you make that word up?
Yeah.
How do you know to call an escalator and not a bicycle?
Or a step that goes.
Yeah. So what is the answer to that?
There is, by the way, speaking of Jews, this is a big problem in the Hebrew language. Since they took the Hebrew language from its biblical source, I'm talking as an expert. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But I know that they had to invent new words for new things that happened in the last 2,000 years, like an escalator.
I understand why men succumb to the pressure of financial pressure. I do. Anyway, on to the last question.
What about women don't?
No, the pressure's all on men. Still call me sexist, but it's true. The last question comes from Judah Mack, 2 and change, almost 3. He likes to get involved. His questions aren't always the most profound.
But he says, I have a question, I have a question.
Not the most profound, but here it goes. How does Spider-Man lift a vroom up, meaning a car?
I think this is very, 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 very good question because it's inhuman to lift a heavy car. And Spider-Man does it, I guess. I don't know.
He's got superpowers. And Karm, we're out of time. Moving Past Murder is Collier Landry's podcast. Ours is Surviving the Survivor.
I have to say for the record, I was misunderstood about, I felt that we had too many salacious stories and too many murder stories, and I'm not into murder stories.
Love you, America.
But this guy was the warmest, nicest, greatest.
Great blue eyes, man. Sizzling blue eyes.
He's very genuine, too. He's no phony. I love that we get no phonies.